Hi everyone, hope you all are doing really well, and this is a new video which is on real time example and a detailed description of collections, wherein I have run the poll where a lot of people has asked me for the collection. So this is the real time example of collection of the topic collection, and where we use the collection in automation testing. So there are interview questions based on collections, on how you use collection on your automation testing. So before that, please like and subscribe to my channel, and click on the notification bell so that you can notified whenever I'll upload a video. And there's one more announcement, guys. Those who have asked me for the project details in the comment section, I've already sent them out. So if you have received it, it's fine. If you doesn't, just even you can send me through email, or you can message me in our Facebook page so that I can send it to you. So yeah, we'll move to the next slide. um, so what is collection? So collection is an object, okay, also called a container to deal with a group of objects. So what happens is, in a bowl, if you see, so you have a group of objects. If you have a group of let's say group of fruits, or maybe you have a group of vegetables, but in the bowl you will be saying it is in a single unit. So that is called a collection. So in real time, this is how it is. So in a bowl, if you put some or other stuff of the same or different groups, in two bowls, if you have, so that bowl is a single unit. We say, right, one bowl of vegetable, one bowls of fruits, one bowl of dry fruits. So that is a collection. That's nothing but a collection, real time example of a collection. So if we move it into this, so collection is an object. So it's a group of an objects, whatever objects, if you have it, a group of objects, so that calls as in collections in a single unit. So these objects called as elements of a collections. These like objects called as an element. Okay. Collection are used to perform operations like store, retrieve, manipulate, communicate, and aggregate. So this is a question: why we are using collections? What kind of operations does collection perform? So okay, so how many types of collection we have it, and like what kind of what kind of data does collection have? So based on data, what type of data collection has is, and we can decide the collection data structure. For example, homogeneous, heterogeneous, unique, or duplicate. So these are the four type of collection. Based on data, we can define the collections. Okay. So here it is like it's a type of collection. So we have linked list. So linked list, what is linked list? Okay. So your linked list is in your web page visiting history. So it will be linked, right, your history. So when you web page, when you click on a web page, it you in the web page you again click on some other link. So it is like you are linking with one site. For example, you go to google.com, and then in the Google you may open your Gmail. So it's from your Google you have done it Gmail. So this is like linked. It is linked with your Google to Gmail. So linked list is like a list. It's a list of how you link to one or other stuff. So linked list, and again the example of linked list is trained coaches. So what happens is, coaches of the train are connected with each other, right? One coach is attached with another, and another coach is attached with the one coach. So this is how. Then again the example of linked list, our brain. When we remember something, memory follows the association because of one memory linked to another. So this is a real time example of linked list. So how linked list work? So it is like, it's a list of it creates a links between different kind of list. So based on the memory, and based on the memories, right, how system work. So based on the memory, right, so it links one memory to the another memory. So it's called a linked list. So in a brain, when we remember something, memory follows association because of the one memory is linked to another. For example, if I am linked, like if I'll remember like someone's marriage, I'll remember, okay, in that marriage I met with someone, and in this place I met with this one. In office we are working with so many colleagues. So like in office I'll be relating it with the multiple people. So that's how it is. Stack and linked list. Okay. Stack of a plates or towel at the party. The top plate always picks what? Like, okay, like you see, right, the plates. not in the party and all, the plates. So in like if you have a layers of a plate, you will always take a first plate, right? So that's called stack. And the queue. Okay, stack and queue, I think everyone knows. So queue or line of the persons standing on a railway ticket window for a food or in a mess. So that's how it is. So here, a classroom is a collection of students. A money bank is a collection of coins. A school bag is a collection of books. So this is a real-time example of collection. So like linked list, stack or queue. So you know every example of collections here. So this is collection frame hierarchy. So I think this is a very big one, guys. I'm just gonna explain some in this video. Maybe will coming in the next part too. So okay, so I'm just gonna explain how it is. So here we have a concept of implements, extends. So okay, so this one. So collection has like implements iterable, iterable interface. Okay, list implements collection, queue implements collection, dequeue implements collection, set implements collection. So this is how they follows it. So if you wanna want this collection frame hierarchy, you can, I'll just send it out to you guys so that you can in the detail way you can understand that. So in this video I'm gonna explain only this line, so I'm just gonna go with this. And here we have collection and we have a maps. So as we know, hash table, hash map, sorted map, tree map, and array list. Under list we have array list, linked list. Linked list I've already explained to you guys, and we have a vector class. So in the queue we have priority queue. In the D queue we have array D queue. Now we have set, right? So we have hash set, sorted set, linked hash set, hash. I have that S1. Okay, then we have sorted test set. We have tree set. So here it is mentioned like which one is a class, which one is an interface. So queue list, queue and DQ is the interfaces and set is interface. So when you implement the interface, right, so you have to implement all the classes of the interface, right? That everyone knows the concept of interface. So yeah, and in the interface we implement, we don't exchange. So yeah, so in the sorted set it is interface. Okay, sorted map we have, so we have a tree map which comes as in class. So I'll, if you want this diagram, I'm just gonna send it to you guys. Just you have, what you have to do is put your mail ID in the comment section below. I'll be sending it out to you. Okay, so iterable interface, so we should know every boxes which have been mentioned in the collection interface hierarchy, because those are the questions has been asked in interviews, like any. Okay. So iterable interface is a root interface for all the collection classes. So as you see, under collection everything is there. So what happens is collection interface extend the iterable interface. Okay, so one interface extend the another interface, right? Therefore all the subclasses of the collection interface also implements the iterable interfaces. So what happens is these two are the interface, right? They implements all the classes of iterable interface when they extends. So because interface always implements all the classes of the interfaces. So the iterable interface contain only one abstract method. There's only one abstract method, okay, that we should know about it. Okay, that how many abstract method does iterable interface has. So it has only one abstract method, iterator. What is iterator? It returns the iterator over the elements type of T, okay, which is called iterator interface. Okay, okay, we're gonna explain detailed of it in the next slide. The iterator interface provides the facility of iterating the elements in forward direction only. So what happens is you cannot go back, right? So when you use this interface, you have to be, if you wanted, if you have a requirement of move, you know, you have wanted to iterate an element in a forward direction, so you can use this interface. So based on your requirement, then how you're gonna move. Like for example, if you wanted to store a data in an Excel, you can use those things. So how you're gonna use it, you can use these concepts of collection. So if you know, when you have an Excel file or when you have a code, so what we do is we just copy paste the code, but we need to understand how the collection is used in the code. So that's how, when we have to store, right, in the forward and backward direction, so we use the this thing, we use our different type of interfaces, and we use the collection concepts over there. Okay, here it is, like I'm just giving you the basic example of this. So Java iterator interface, and all Java collection classes provide iterator method. Okay, this is very basic, which is like inbuilt thing with which we have it. So collection provides provide iterator method which return the instant of iterator to walk over the elements in that collection. Okay, for example, array class iterator method return an iterator over the element in the list in the proper sequence. So we're just gonna go with the example, not going with the words. So that array list is string list, new array list, and then we have the string symbols. Okay, so okay, here array list class iterator method return an iterator over the element in this list in a proper sequence. Okay, so we use hash next we gonna explain. Okay, so this is how, because we have to move into the forward direction, right? So we have to put hash next and iterator dot next. So what will be the output of it? We just add list dot list. Okay, method return an iterator over the elements. Okay, so whatever iterate, right, that only in these elements, it is just giving you the iterator. They're gonna not gonna print this one, it just iterate, and whatever the iterator value, they're gonna give that thing on based on this. So we have list dot add, we just let's gonna add a, we have just created a reference variable. Based on this, we use the add function, and we use a, b, c, and d. Okay, then we have iterator. Okay, list dot iterator, so we want in, that's what I've said, right, in list dot iterator. So in this list, they're gonna return an iterator. Okay, we use iterator dot next. Okay, we want to print iterator dot next. Okay, and we just move this one. Okay, so I just don't have the output of it. It will just print a, b, c, d, because a, b, c, d, because after a it will come b, after c, because next, right, it has to, it will be iterating from a, b, c, and d, and it is moving into forward direction. So it will not print b, a, and c, and d, it will print in a list way. Okay, this gonna move iterator dot hash next, what we have used it here. What method? The method returns true if the iteration has more elements remaining in the collection. If the iterator has gone over all the elements, then this method will return false. Okay, so we just put the iterator, right, from where the iterator is there. So if it is gone more, then it will show false, right? So it will always return true if the iteration has more element remaining in the collection. Iterator next. This method, because these are the questions, these are the definitions, like for example, what does iterator hash next do, what does iterator next do? So this is the answer which they require you to give. This method returns the next element in the iteration. Iterator next, what we have used it next, right? So it throws no such element exception if the iteration has no more. So if iterator will go, if that sees an element, it will print. If iterator will go in the second line and see the element is there, it will print. And if it is going, like for example, in the we have fourth, right, 4, and 4 we have a, b, c, d, right? If it is go to after d, when there is no more element, it will print no such element exception. Iterator remove, it removes from the underlying collection the last element written by the iterator, optional operation. So maybe if you use that, it will remove that thing if you're not putting the conditions over there. So this method can be called only one per call to the next. Okay, So if the underlying collection is modified while the iteration is in progress in any other way, then by calling remove method, iterator will throw concurrent modification exception. So these are the exceptions which we need to understand why we are why what iterator throw what exception. Iterators that do this are known as fail fast iterators, as they fail quickly and cleanly, rather risking arbitrary and non-deterministic behavior at the undetermined time in the future. So fail fast iterator. So which one called as in fail fast iterator? So this one it is. So we have iterator for each remaining. So this method performs the given action for each remaining element until all the elements have been processed or the actions throw an exception. Actions are performed in order of iteration. If that order is specified, it throws an null point exception if the specified action is null. So what happens is like whatever actions, for example, add you have given for each remaining elements. Okay, so what happens is it will perform an action on all the elements. Okay, process or the actions thrown up, or otherwise if it is not performing it will throw an exception. If for example if something if somehow it is not able to perform, then this is action throws an exceptions. What happens is I told right it's move in the forward direction. So if actions are performed in order of iteration, the iteration order what you have given, if you put in a hash next or next, it will perform in that way. But if you specified in between, the way iterator works, but again if you specified it, right, so it will throw a null pointer exception. So there's a lot of code we have it. So I'm just giving you the code which I have used some of the iterator here. So list array list string list new array list dot add a list dot add b c d. We have to print list. Okay. So this is system dot out dot print will be list. So if you go here, you have this list A, B, C, D. This is the output we have it. Okay. Then here, get iterator string iterator list dot iterator. Okay. While iterator dot hash next, iterate over all elements. As I said, it will iterate A, B, C, D. Okay. Hash next. Then we go to this. We have put in the while the condition is like when iterator dot hash next. So it will get true in all the condition. Whenever it is getting true in all the condition, string value equals to iterator dot next. So if it is true, then move to this one next. System dot print value. So it will print the value of everything. So A, B, C, D, right? It will print those things. Remove elements. How gonna we remove them? If value dot equals B, iterator dot remove. So what happens is when the value comes and equals to this, okay, when whatever values comes under this, so we have to remove this one. Iterator dot remove. So iterator what iterator will do? Iterator will remove this one. So this is the one. So if you see A, C, D. So whenever it is, if it is equals to B, it will remove this. So this is how it is work. So whatever we have learned, I think I have compiled it into one code. So there are a couple of code which we gonna study. I think this is the same one which I have it. So thank you guys. I think whatever we have learned it. So this is the theory part of it. So we're gonna have a more iterator code snippets. I'll be having a lot of snippets code. So I thought of before going to the theory part. So and I wanted to listen this so that we'll have the more to it more you will have an you will got to know more about it. So this video is about theory part which I think which very new for everyone. So these are the detailed one which in the interviewer asked to the in the interview. So I think these we must know about it, and if you go through all the topics, you'll be able to understand that thing. So yeah, so I think those examples are really helpful. So yeah, please like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you.